Here we go.
There it is.
All right, you're good.
He's going. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in for a very special edition of the Book Asylum podcast. I am Jack Childress, and this week, unfortunately, Richard Ryan Rose can't make it in. They've had some bad storms roll through his area, and he is without power and without his good old trusty Wi-Fi. So, our guest also has apparently ran into some sort of an issue and cannot make it. Hey, what is that?
What is going on? What's going on here?
This is the cursed show.
Jack is
show that
wasn't supposed to happen.
I guess so.
Hang on.
Oh, we're hanging.
Yeah, we're hanging. All right. I'm sorry, guys, that you had to see, but technical difficulties. Bear with us. But anyway, Mike, what Jack was trying to say was JF Home seems to have a bit of issue, so we decided to just do a chill my stream. I guess we just go around the room and talk about what we're doing.
We know what Dungeondan's doing.
Yep, yeah. And I don't think you need me to say it, but I sure the fuck will.
Yeah. So why not you be the first one, this Dan?
Well, are you serious? You can't even see where my hands are, right, Angel? That's your first clue.
That's hilarious.
Don't get us banned.
Why do I have two Jacks on here?
Oh no,
Fuck
it's
me.
bad enough with one.
I know, he's ganging up on us.
Yeah, Jack is a twin Childress.
He's trying to guess
Twin
himself.
Childress, I like that.
I've got way too much technology going on over here.
Now we got to deal with his
Now
echoes.
we got echoes.
Hang on.
Echo.
See, this is what happens when Richard's not around.
That's what happens when you run out of weed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can say that. Mm-hmm.
And now they're both. Oh.
You know what? Jack's fucking around. I have a new phobia. If you guys were interested.
Did you just find a new one, or is this one that you're just now willing to tell us because we won't make fun of you as bad, or we will? And
I totally want you all to make fun of me, but this is one
to.
that came to light maybe mid last year, and I didn't realize how much it terrified me until I watched a movie, and it made me even more afraid. You're gonna love this. Sinkholes. I'm fucking terrified of sinkholes opening up underneath me.
Oh wow!
So how often has this happened to you?
So far, not at all. But I watched this newscast on YouTube, and it was about a sinkhole that opened up underneath a house, underneath a bedroom, and sucked the floor and the occupant down. Never recovered. What? Everybody else's house is safe. The other occupants had heard what was going on. They opened his door just to watch it go. Boom.
That was divine intervention.
Yeah, it could have been.
He was a very bad boy.
Yeah.
So that freaks me out. And then I'm like, okay, here in Texas, we're over the top of a huge underground lake system. And I'm like, well, who knows if I'm going to be walking on that one spot that gives away and I just fall into the black darkness, never to be seen again.
Damn.
Okay, well,
with anybody else, I would say the likeliness of that would be like 1 in a billion. But with you, I can totally see it happening. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, you better sign that will now.
If it makes you feel any better, Dan, I have one of my own that is similar to that, but it's being on like a very high bridge over like a river or something, and then the bridge collapses and I can't get off of it. That one,
I get that one too.
I can't stand being in traffic and get caught and have to stop. And I'm sitting there, you're feeling the damn bridge move. And it's like, you better go. Y'all need to go.
In San Diego, there's a huge span that goes across Mission Valley. And I used to hate going across it because I was worried if the earthquake hit, that thing would collapse somewhere. And it's either going to be under my car or right in front to where I can't stop. And then I'm going to take this huge plummet. I've decided I don't want to die by plummeting.
Yeah, plummeting's not good.
That's not a good way
Or
to go.
or maybe it's not. You're not going to die from the plummet. It's that stop at the
Impact,
end
yeah.
that's going to be
No.
so bad.
Oh no, depending on how long the plummet is, I'm gonna die during the plummet because my heart's gonna explode. I'm like,
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
So then I'm watching this Asian horror movie called Sinkhole, and it's actually a
Oh, God.
really good movie.
Oh,
A whole condo building just goes into a sinkhole. It was freaking amazing, but the whole time I was literally just like kind of sweaty. I'm just like, fuck, this sucks.
Damn.
Because all this stuff that falls in. And yeah, it's a good movie. You should check it out. You can
Sinkhole.
find it on YouTube.
I think the thing
Oh,
that
okay.
freaks me out the most is earthquakes. Especially since I think, Jack, where you and I are at, I think we are on the fault line.
We're near it. That's how Reelfoot Lake got formed. You know,
Oh.
it was a massive earthquake right there on the Tennessee border,
Mhm.
and it caused the Mississippi River to flow backwards.
Okay.
And it filled in that area, which is why if you see pictures of Reelfoot Lake, there's trees sticking up just out in the middle of the water because it just all flooded in.
Oh,
But then when
wow.
it receded back out, all the water stayed. And
Right.
since then,
Mhm.
they've started, they've always worked on it and kept it as a thriving, full-blown lake.
Mhm.
So we're overdue for that thing to.
I've been in a
Well,
few
again,
earthquakes.
I hope it doesn't happen too soon, Jack. And
Mm-mm.
yeah, no.
Maybe in about 500 years, that'd be fine.
I'm not
Yeah.
big on water. I'm not big on water that I can't see the bottom of.
Yeah.
No.
Same.
Well,
Sharks. Like I'm not
Yeah.
scared of very much in the world, but sharks are like my biggest fear in the world.
Jaws ruined me.
Yeah,
Well,
Jaws
I
ruined
don't-
everybody.
Yes, it did.
You know, it's like if I'm even in a lake that I know there's no sharks in, I like have this innate fear that something big is going to come out of the
Yes,
darkness. and eat me.
something's still under the water. For me, it would be
Yep.
Yeah.
Lake monster.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that they haven't found that no one's been able to document or see. And it's gonna come up and get me because I don't know. I'm just thrashing the right way or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Mhm.
my
Can't have any of
casualty
us.
introduces this thing to the world. Great.
Great, yeah. They'd probably even name it after you, like the dungeon fish or something like
The
that.
dungeon, yeah.
The asshole
Uebel
monster.
fish. The Uebel fish.
Oh yeah, I saw
That's good.
something. I saw some kind of thing on. I think it was MSN or something like that. About somebody had found a megalodon tooth, but it wasn't old. It was recent.
Oh,
And
really?
That's
the
it
sh-
for
the shark it came from had to be at least the size of a city bus.
Well, now we know what happened
Wow.
to that sub.
Yeah, maybe.
Found the Meg.
there was one of those memes out there going around
Yep.
where you see the sub and all you see is teeth coming at it, So
Oh, that would, dude. I mean, I'm afraid of
Yeah.
sharks as it is, but if
I
I
know
saw
what
that,
you're
I would
talking about.
absolutely crap my pants and die on contact.
that is one
So-
of the things that a lot of people are going back and forth about conspiracy theories, I guess, would be about whether the megalodon is still around or not.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Well,
just
they-
a little thing that I saw. It could be true, it could be not. I don't know, but
Well, I
that's
mean,
still
as
scary
they-
to think about.
as they say about so much of the ocean, we've never explored. I mean, if the
Yeah,
thing has
right.
any like sense of like an instinct to know I don't need to be around people because they'll just kill me, and it can stay low, like in the deepest depths of the ocean, then sure, it could be down there.
Well, I mean, they say we
Yeah.
know more about space than we do about our own ocean. So
Mhm.
it would,
Yeah, yeah, because the pressure there is so high. There's so much pressure down there. It can crush you in a minute down
Yep.
there. All that pressure in the ocean.
Yeah.
Alan,
no joke.
Alan,
Look around
Alan
the submarine.
says Jason Statham pulled that Meg's tooth.
That's funny.
That was a good movie. I really enjoyed
Yeah, it was
that.
pretty good.
They're making a Meg too.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm excited about it.
Let's beat that
I'm
horse.
excited. I'm excited. I don't know how, if you read any of the books, Kristen, I loved all of Steve's books.
I just enjoyed Jason Statham. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought they could have picked someone better. I can't stand the guy.
I love him. I think it's
I want to real quick say hi to Linda Cobb. She used to work with me at the company I still work for.
Hi, Linda.
Great
Hey.
place.
Congratulations on getting away from Jack.
Yeah.
it's funny. We're sitting there talking about all these water creatures and dangers on the water, and she's currently living the lake life. She's probably out on her nice boat right now as we speak. So good job, guys. We are totally traumatizing her right now.
Yeah.
If she's still out there, she's probably okay.
Yeah,
she's probably like, you guys are babies.
She's probably making fun of us.
Well, now I'll tell you this. Now, I put Linda up there in the same category with CA. I'm not messing with that woman. She will kick my skinny ass.
I'm pretty sure almost everybody.
A lot of people will.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Fine.
Just own it and embrace it. That's what I do.
Yep,
How I get through the day.
Well, you know,
remember,
and it also, you also got to remember, you men have always been taught not to hit women. So, I mean, if it's a fisticuff situation, you guys really aren't going to fight back anyway. So that was an easy win.
Yeah, basically.
So now, Angel, what is something that is like maybe an irrational fear of yours?
Me, I wouldn't call it a fear. I've been intrigued by centipede. I think I told you about this, Jack. Centipedes. Yeah, but
centipedes are badass and creepy. I love them.
I would have thought it was something like the world running out of bacon.
That's scary. Yeah, that's a whole nother level of terror.
That's a whole nother scary, Anthony. But I'm talking about something that's something a little closer to me. That's like centipede. I remember one of my relatives died of a centipede bite because of the venom. It's a notable reaction.
No way.
Yeah, it can be very poisonous.
Yeah, it could be poisonous.
How big do they get in your area?
What was that?
How big do they get in your area? Do they get like
they can get pretty big. Right?
The Asian ones are huge.
Yeah.
Ours walk around.
One that was about 6 inches. I killed one.
Damn. Yeah, I think the biggest ones I see around here, like yay big. You know, they're not.
No, I'm talking about
not huge.
They're pretty big.
In Arizona, we give them voter cards.
Not damn.
Arizona is like Australia. It's terrible.
Everything wants to kill you.
We haven't learned how to get them to, we give them voter rights, but first we gotta domesticate them,
then, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We got some scorpions here too, but we're not. I mean, although not where I am in the mountains, you get scorpions.
Yeah, we're very rarely do we have any in our pool, but in a lot of our customers' pools, we have a lot of scorpions.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Alan Chessman just said, I have monster centipedes in my work in progress. The scene happens near LA. So
yes. Yep. West Coast. We're like Australia over here.
Yeah, and I was telling Jack that I'm also planning to put centipedes in my neck in the second book of my horror series. It's not going to be just it's going to be centipedes as well. And it meshes in with the Puerto Rican culture because there's centipedes might be crazy out here. So it's not made up. It's a real thing.
Put a stick up their ass centipede. And barbecue them.
A rat centipede. Yeah,
exactly, right?
Hell, they'd be big enough. Hell. Throw them on a hot dog bun, a little mustard, have at it.
Yeah.
I did see that
in Asia. In Asia, they do that. In Asia.
They eat everything.
But they do. Seriously. Not to mention eat cockroaches as well. They cook cockroaches up there.
We got her gagging.
Yep. But I mean, I'm just saying the truth though. I mean, yeah, that's the way they do in Asia.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jen, what's one of your? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Who are you walking on her?
I seen something where one of our neighbors around here found a big tarantula. Apparently, it's a new species in the States, but it's
boy.
They run rampant out here like it's like we encroached on their habitat or something.
You kind of did.
Yeah.
My point exactly.
That's why we have armadillos starting to show up in Tennessee now because they didn't have enough of Texas. They're here. Like I see them dead everywhere. I'm like, yep, there we go. What we need, more landmines on our roads.
Yeah,
they carry leprosy, so be careful.
Damn it! I just licked one the other day.
The armadillos.
I licked one the other day, so we'll see.
If your tongue starts rotting, you'll know why.
I can't help it. Some things I see and I go, I want to lick that. I don't know why.
Oh my God, Jack. You're just going down, man.
This is
This is what it's over.
This is what happens when our guest doesn't make it onto the show. Y'all get left in my hands. Oh, and it's about to get worse. Lee Edwards just showed up in the now watching. So
Lee Edwards just showed up in my book too. Him and another person that I know.
Nice.
Both asked to be killed in my book. So they just showed up in the book.
Alan says, I need an adult. I'm like, yeah, we all do.
Yeah, we all need an adult here.
Jack, you might
we were hoping Kristen was going to be it, but
no.
By all means, if you want to slaughter me and put me in a wood chip.
Jack, you heard what I said.
Wood chipper?
It's
very specific.
Yep.
Very.
Okay, Angel, go ahead.
You got to grab the whistle, man.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, I'm like losing control of the show here. It's like, hot damn, we all just broke off into our own groups, and it's like,
we got centipedes, we got sharks, we got all kinds of crazy stuff.
All over the map, absolutely all over the map. All right, well, Jen, let's get to you now.
And I swear, I think one centipede moved like Dungeondan. It had his face. I can only imagine.
Oh, that'd be freaky. Ugh,
that'd be creepy
literally human centipede
imagine
right
a centipede that smoked weed.
Well, that's just a hookah smoking caterpillar.
Yeah, there you go.
We've had the caterpillar, you know. Right. So there's Alice in Wonderland there. So now, Jen, what is one of your biggest just freaks you out phobias?
Icks. Again, beetles.
Beetles. Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't do the beetles, especially when I'm out there doing pools with the husband and they're like all in the skimmer basket. I can't do, because they're not just, I mean, like, yeah, they're disgusting too. The little gold ones that fly around with the iridescent wings and shit. Yeah, those ones are fine. They're still gross. But then you have these ones that are this freaking long and they're chompers. Their chompers are this freaking big and they go in. No, I can't. I cannot with them. Anything that big and flying. That motherfucker tried to carry me off one day when I was out working.
Damn.
And I told him I'm too big for that. You can't do that. I eat. But oh my God, yes. I cannot with those things. They freak me out. I can't. I will.
Well, if you get a box full of beetles, it wasn't me.
I would go all girl and scream at the top of my lungs. And then I will do the fastest 20-yard dash up the street that anyone has ever done. And I hate to run. I do not run on purpose.
It's overrated.
You got the whole arms and hands thing going too?
Everything. Okay.
All right. Alan just asked, have you seen a rhinoceros beetle?
Yep. Yes.
I have.
Rhinoceros beetle.
Those are pretty gnarly.
Yes. No, thank you.
I actually found one in Tennessee. When I
he just doubled down and said, Google it.
Nope.
I slept in the woods in Tennessee once, and I woke up with one of those crawling on my chest.
Just something else.
Oh my God, no! It's a ginormous beetle with a freaking horn on it that is this big. Okay, it looked this big, but yeah, it's literally got. What movie was that? The ant movie.
Jack.
Ants, maybe.
Bugtail. Bugs
Life.
Yeah.
Bugs Life. Yeah.
There's every single nasty little. I can't watch that movie again. I cannot. There's every single bug in there that creeps me out. The locusts in there. Yeah, they're the bad guys, but it doesn't matter because
you realize they were bad guys. Right?
Yes, I know.
Bad guys.
They're all bad guys.
A horror writer, horrified by a children's book.
I am mortified by that fucking movie.
There's no good guys.
Now, my favorite beetle, and yes, I have a favorite beetle, and it's not one of the four that sing the sing-songy songs. It's the dung beetle. The one that just rolls poop up and down a hill or whatever. That is the hardest working bug next to the ant out there, man. I mean, he is out there getting it done for Beetle Society, man.
Well, you can ask to be reincarnated as one of those.
I understand.
You should get one, Jack.
I thought I already was, honestly. I keep rolling this show up the fucking hill.
I honestly understand that there is a place for these things in the wilderness. I understand that they have a huge purpose.
They have
out
a
there.
part.
I don't care.
Just like centipedes.
Do not
Just like
let me
centipedes.
find them in my
Just like
freaking
centipedes
house.
have.
Jen's over here like, hey, thank you for all your hard work and everything, but you could do all your hard work like
Can you
over
leave?
Away from me,
there?
you
Can you
know?
Way
go
over there.
outside? You're missing the point here. You're
Pull
not
that
supposed
shit
to be in here.
that way.
Out there.
Says the
please
person
invite
who
me,
had a
whatever you
spider
do.
in an
Whatever you
aquarium.
do, eat all the bugs
Yes,
you want. Just invite me.
I love spiders, and I will
You
let
are a
them
weird
reside.
person.
I will let them reside in my home. They're fine.
I think
These
the baby one
beetles-
you had, Jen.
Oh, they were adorable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tiny
too
things.
cute.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, the key to dealing with a beetle is quite simple. All you got to do, you take a little
Flick
thin,
it.
long little stick and just flip it over on its back and walk on. 'Cause it's
Yeah, and
fucked
watch it
once
go
it's on
like
its back.
this, all 12 of its
It's-
legs.
That's more
It's just
cruel than
giving it-
stomping on it, because now you just
No.
fucked up its whole day.
No, because
It's late
I'm-
for work because it can't get up.
Now I wouldn't
Sounds
do
like
that to a
me.
you don't do
Yeah,
that to a
sounds like
dung
all of
beetle.
us.
You don't do
I
that to a
thought I saw
dung beetle
something.
or a rhinoceros beetle because they'll just take that hook thing and be like, "Fuck you," flip
Yeah.
themselves right back
He'll
over
right
again
himself.
and carry on about their day and be flipping you off with the horn thing like me. I'm you man.
So, I'll see you tonight.
Mhm.
I thought I saw something. I thought I saw something by now. That must have been just
Hey,
Dungeondan my imagination.
We got him getting jumpy now. He's over here all like looking for bugs and shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, I'm outside, man. It's
I
sneaking
thought I
up on
saw
me.
Dungeon, but I forgot he's in front of me. So yeah.
Mhm. All right, so Kristen, what are some things that just freak you the hell out?
Frogs.
Who?
Frogs.
I do not do,
Frogs.
I do not do frogs, and I do not do anything with multiple legs like spiders, centipedes, millipedes. None of it.
Centipedes.
Millipedes.
Yep, none of it. Just
All that.
none of it.
All of it. All that.
And millipedes, man, millipedes are the trippiest of all of them, man, because their little legs are so close together.
Yeah,
There's so
but
many of
millipedes
them,
are
and they're just-
harmless.
and they're just like
Okay,
this.
so the millipede has more legs. I thought that was just the metric way of saying a centipede. Oh, wait, a centipede would do that too.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to back
they
off the
actually
weed
have more
today.
legs.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
right.
they're harmless. Unlike the centipede, they're harmless.
Have you ever seen
Great.
one of my jokes snap back at me so fast?
Dude, you got
Really
a
should have
red
thought
mark,
that through.
red mark right here. It
The
just
metric rate.
smacked.
Yeah, I understood what you meant though.
Okay, we got another comment from our good buddy Ella. Hell, I might just wind up just dragging his ass on the show for the, before it's all said and done. I feel like we should invite Adrian Tchaikovsky to the show. He could tell us about bugs, especially spiders.
Absolutely.
Well, dude, Alan, if you can get him, dude, we'll just bring you both on and we'll freak everybody out.
Ugh,
I'm all about
Yeah,
it.
that'll be fun.
ick.
Yep.
Throwing that out there. Well, I'm gonna tell you the things that really freak me out are, well, one is water, and it don't matter if I can see the bottom or not, because if there's a shark out there, it just means I get to see my demise that much quicker.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather not even know it was freaking coming. And my other big thing is fucking snakes. Oh my god, I can't. I'm like Indiana Jones on that action, man. It's like, dude, no. Except the difference between me and Indiana Jones, when he got in that plane in Raiders of the Lost Ark and discovered there was a big ass snake back there with him, and he just complained, dude, I would have
You-
jumped out and the movie would have been over.
Need to show some respect and call Reggie by his name.
Oh, sorry.
Snake's
Reggie.
name was Reggie.
I see.
Oh,
I didn't
that's
even remember
smart.
that fact.
Like Reggie.
Yes, exactly.
Well, yeah, Reggie's
You
making
don't
me
bite.
evacuate.
You know, right?
We had snakes, and my mom had I think it was a 6-foot Burmese, and it ate
Ew.
rabbits. And they had to tell me that they were wild rabbits because I'm soft-hearted about stuff.
Uh-huh.
The guy that we got our snakes from, he had I think it was an Egyptian cobra in his house, and he also had a humongous 50-gallon, 55-gallon of rattlesnakes.
Oh,
And
no.
Who the hell has a cobra? Ugh.
Who the hell has a huge aquarium full of rattlesnakes?
Yeah, no, that's the
They
best
roam-
picture
sitting up
I
on the
They
know.
counter
roam
watching
free
that
out
shit.
here. I have
We
to.
could have a cobra.
I
That's
have
someone
to
with
look.
nefarious intent.
I have to look outside the car before I get out at some houses because the rattlesnakes are everywhere in that area.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that I do not get out and step on one.
Yeah.
Well, to stay true to the ick factor that we're working on here today, Alan drops back with, what about the African snail invasion? I believe it's in Florida. What the hell is an African snail?
How the hell did they
How
get
do you
in
know it's
Florida?
African?
That's well, if it's an invasion, they obviously came from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta look it up.
Yes, Jen's on research here.
I know.
Well, I mean,
Those are pretty big. That's like bigger than your hand.
Oh God.
yeah, but it's a slow progressing invasion. How bad can it be?
I'm sure there's a lot of French people that would love that to have, to have this on a plate.
NPR does say Florida once again has a giant African land snail invasion or land snail problem. Back in Florida,
like
spurring intensive efforts to destroy the invasive mollusks before they spread and wreak agricultural havoc and environmental destruction.
Oh, they're big.
Jeez.
Damn.
They were spotted north of Miami, and they declared a quarantine and treatment area over a few hundred square miles in the Broward County city of Miramar.
Wow.
Damn. That's crazy.
They got
That's something new.
2 other quarantines, one in Lee County, which is home to Fort Myers, and one in Pasco County, north of Tampa. These freaking snails are wreaking havoc in Florida. But honey, I think you guys have bigger problems than the African snail.
Yeah.
Can you see the headlines in those 2 towns? Snail invasion coming, evacuation plan for next month. Get ready.
Hide your plants. Hide your fruit.
I was watching the Weather Channel this morning, and they were showing somebody in Nevada had gotten their whole house was like covered in freaking crickets. I mean, just covered in these
was
things.
that locusts? You mean?
No, it was
locusts
crickets.
Crickets?
Crickets. Yeah,
Yes.
Little black
Crickets.
ones.
Yes, that's a real thing. I can tell you. I used to live in this place, and behind this building, once a year, it was a white building, but once a year, it would have so many crickets that it would be black. The whole wall would be black.
Wow.
That's how this looked. Like she had the column
ridiculous.
porch and everything, and they were all up the columns, across the ceiling, on the ground. Well, she had 2 packages that got delivered, and she was too scared to go out to get them because all the crickets. She was girly on that, I guess.
No,
Well,
I get it.
Yeah,
her neighbor.
I can't believe somebody delivered.
Well, her neighbor came over with a leaf blower and is like blowing them away so he could get to the packages to give them to her. And I'm sitting there watching it this morning, like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Leaf blower, you don't want to kill them. It's environmental and stuff. They have
the worst part about it was that there were so many crickets, and they would be dying. It was behind the building where the alley was. And they'd be all out in the street and all outside the building, and cars would drive by and crush them. And the smell from thousands of dead crickets was just horrendous. It was gross.
Oh God, could you imagine like getting up in the middle of the night and because your dog's outside, so you take them out for a walk and you're not paying attention, and you were to step barefooted on one of those, but on one of those the African snails, like.
I don't think you step. You probably slide.
Yeah.
In Toledo, Ohio,
toes.
Every year we have June bugs or mayflies, and those things are horrendous. They are like you use a leaf blower to get them off buildings and stuff. They freak me out. Now, these creatures do not bite. All they do is fly and just to reproduce. They don't even eat because they literally live 24 hours or something like that.
Yep.
But we have them so thick back in Toledo, Ohio, that we have to sweep them. They shovel them. I mean, it's disgusting. Yeah,
dude, when we get them bad down here, the Japanese beetles, June bugs, what we call them around here. Those things, man, we as kids, we used to hang them off our earlobes, and because they would just instinctively grab onto you, and they will just hang on to wherever you put them. You can put them on the tip of your nose. Just whatever, man. We go out in the swarm of them and just play.
How bored do you have to be to do that stupid shit?
Dude, I'm from Culleoka, Tennessee, population of like a few. So yeah, we didn't
The country, in other words.
we didn't have a whole lot.
It was
going
either
on.
that or goats.
Hey, Mom, gonna go out and fuck with the bugs. See you later.
Yeah.
Or eating the bugs.
He was just happy he was leaving Betsy alone.
Jack,
Really?
did you ever eat bugs when you were growing up?
No, my big
I
thing,
did.
which is probably what's wrong with me now, is from time to time I
Eating
would like
paint?
I'd be chewing on my eraser on my pencil, and then I would wind up
Oh.
just chewing it up and
That's
swallowing
worse.
Even worse.
it. No, you think that's worse? Yeah, shit, I'm just getting started.
Oh,
The other thing that I would do occasionally is like if I was
Paste.
writing, because remember when the mechanical pencils came out and you'd have like
Oh,
the 5
no.
millimeter, 7
yes.
millimeter. Well, when it would break off, sometimes I would just like pick it up.
Oh man.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
worse than lead paint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was eating straight lead.
Now
So
we
if y'all
know
want-
what's
now y'all
wrong
want to
with
know what's
Jack.
wrong with me.
I'm surprised
Now
he's still
you-
around.
Yeah, me too.
I used to eat ants and pill bugs when I was a little kid.
Ew.
Damn, Anthony.
I used
You
to
must have
pick
been
up
hungry.
I used to pick up the pill bugs, and those were I liked playing with those. They'd
They
roll up.
smell.
We called
Oh
them
my
roly
God.
polies.
Oh, okay.
in
You're talking about
Toledo.
them, the roly polies. Yeah,
In
that's what we
Toledo.
called them down here.
We called
If
them
you
might
didn't
know,
know,
roly polies.
ants are actually, they taste very citrusy.
You know,
okay.
I just want to make this well known.
Take
I
your word
really
for
got to get some better friends.
Dungeon teammate.
Wanna hear
You
something?
stuck with us, homie. It's just how it
Hey,
is.
Man.
I've been trying to get friends, period. This is what I got stuck with.
You should be happy you
I'll
got
take
company,
it.
Dungeon.
So,
What's that, Angel?
You should be happy you got friends. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, well,
Not
not talking
well.
to my right hand.
That's what I always thought till we started talking about eating bugs.
No, what I might to do is I might to grab the new geckos out here. I might to grab them and give my mother. She's scared of those new those new reptiles.
Oh,
so
I
here's some-
pulled.
You're
Go
a
ahead.
real good son.
Go ahead, Kristen.
so growing up, the lightning bugs. I used to
Oh yeah.
and I would rub the lightning stuff all over my face.
Yep, I did that too. Till
We
I found
played
out I was
whack-a-mole with
killing
them.
them.
We'd get out there with a
Killing.
baseball bat and wait until they lit up and tried to swing at them.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what my husband did. Husband would go out with the metal bat, and you hear ting.
Yep, exactly.
Boing. Batting practice.
I just tore their butts off and put them on my fingernails and on my face, and yeah, I'm
Like,
like,
your husband
ew.
went, he
We
went
did
to
it so
batting
much we had a
practice.
very big decline in all these lightning bugs in our
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah, it was our generation that screwed up the lightning bug era.
If I get reincarnated as a bug, I am
Man,
staying
going
the
to
fuck
batting
away
practice
from
on
you
butt
people.
bugs. Hey,
Hey,
play for the Reds.
hey, real quick before I go to Alan's comment, my big thing was I had this old beat up tennis racket and out by this old shed, because again, we lived on a farm, so you figure how rustic it was. We'd have all these carpenter bees and bumblebees would love to populate back there. Man, I'm back there playing freaking tennis. Ding, ding, launching
Wow.
themselves, right? Just having a
Boing.
blast. But Alan's kind of bouncing back to the frogs thing, come up, not liking the frogs. And then we went on to the
About
crickets,
the crickets.
thing.
Yeah.
And so he says, sounds like they need some frogs. Sorry, Kristen.
No.
Yeah, we got to control the population.
Yep. And that's the most natural way to do it. Got to feed the
Yep.
frogs. Then
And
Yeah,
then
you
you
go.
can have frog
population.
legs later.
Exactly.
get-
See how it's the life cycle. It just
It's,
works.
it's the sucker of life, as they call it.
Mhm. Although I have had frog legs, and the rumor about them is true for any of you that have never actually had them before.
Chicken.
They literally do taste like chicken. It's the craziest thing. Like you're going, how is this possible?
How is it
Why did
possible?
why did this slimy looking thing taste like this feathery thing? It's like, but yeah, they're actually good. I like them. I ain't gonna lie.
Mhm.
Hey,
Me too.
I mean, if it tastes like chicken, hey, I'm all for it.
Granted, it
It's my
takes more
favorite-
work. It's
my
like
favorite proteins.
yeah, well, it's kind of like eating ribs though. How you got to kind of work it, to get around the bone, or eat like a chicken wings, because think of a frog leg,
Yeah.
big long
Frog leg, yeah.
thing. So you got to pick around it. But man, what you get is some good stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like rabbit. It's like if you ever ate rabbit, it tastes like chicken.
I have.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
to me, they had like there was an extra oiliness to them though, like
Yeah.
where
Mhm.
chicken
They're
get a little bit
it's
of almost
greasy
a
meat.
dry. Yeah, it's greasy.
It's like
meat
eating
versus-
bear.
I know one
Greasy.
rabbit that's not ever going to get eaten.
Yeah, until you introduce the Bear Baron into the comic series.
There you go. I see what you did there, Anthony.
Yep.
Yeah, bad rabbit. It's not going to get eaten.
Well, and considering how we are starting to kind of get down to the end of the show, I mean, let's go ahead and take advantage. It's our damn show. We can promote if we want to. We ain't got no restrictions here. Kristen, you have been working diligently throughout this show on your crafts for the Texas AuthorCon that you're going to be at in July. Do you got any things there you want to show off to everybody? Let them know kind of some of the stuff they can get. Maybe you tell them what the hell you're doing exactly.
Yeah, well, right now I'm doing magnets and stickers. Cutting those and getting those ready. And
Sweet.
I am making freshies, and this is the Jeep duck. I'm making a bunch of different colors.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where's he at? The you know who I'm talking about. Where's he at?
So
The uterus.
The uterus. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
God, again, don't judge me because this is the first time I did him. So, but I was hoping to do
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
so.
I like it.
Yeah, she got some Pennywise action going on, and it's the Tim Curry Pennywise, the correct Pennywise.
Yep.
Is there any other
Bookmarks that I am actually doing by hand? Gosh.
Yep.
Sounds
Got
like
a deal.
me.
Got the fur babies are always over there.
Yep. So this is one of my bookmarks that I've made. It's cow print, and it's got the button. So,
See, that is cool as hell.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm doing all this by hand.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then
She's so crafty.
Yeah.
So we got wind chimes going on. It sounds like back here in the background. Oh, here she comes.
right.
I said, man, she's got so much stuff she's gonna have.
Yeah,
She's gonna make
she's
so
a
much
busy
money
woman.
off these crafts.
I want one of those feather ones. I'm gonna get one.
You
So
just want the feather, you weirdo.
Yeah.
I've got other ones. And then I also have like these really big chunky ones. This one's actually got seashells in it.
Now, just to expand on that feather, have you ever considered maybe taking that idea and putting an actual pin in one of those so that at the very end the pin comes out and you can have like a quill?
Oh
kind of
wow,
thing
make a
going
neat
on?
pin
Yeah.
out of it. That's kind of an interesting idea. You just
Yeah,
have to
you're
position
welcome.
the
You
pin
can keep
right.
it.
This is
And
I don't have the material for it. And I think if I order anything else off of Amazon, specifically Amazon, my husband will probably have me dig in my grave.
That bad, huh?
Oh man, she showed me her these two big jars that she's got of
Oh
you know. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, check this out. Like I said, she is all in, man. This is the kind of dedication. This is why I keep doing these shows, because I know that the people we interact with are real about this. I mean, look at all that.
What is
Yep.
that?
You have to be.
That is meth cocaine.
Not
Now we
that
know
you
how
would
she
know.
supports the
Damn it.
family.
Dan,
My workstation, right?
Dang, get your head out of the gutter, man.
Alan is asking, where's the convention going to be?
So it is going to be in Richardson, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Renaissance Hotel. Renaissance Dallas Hotel.
Cool.
Oh, free
Oh,
hookers
yeah.
there.
so well, real quick, while we're still on the subject, before I move on to the next one, where can everybody find you?
Amazon. You can also find me on Facebook under Kristen Vincent Author. You can find me under Instagram, TikTok under Author A Vincent. And I also have a website that is finished, and I can plug that into the comments.
Fantastic. Drop that sucker on in there. All right, Dungeon Dan, you got a milestone, bro. What the hell happened last night into the early hours of today?
I got into the groove and typed out 2,900 words. Actually, it was a little more than that.
Wow.
I am really close to being done with the story. Of course, then I got to make my runs through it to fix things, but
Oh yeah.
The fun part.
Well, that's the fun part. Yeah, I was going to say,
That's
don't worry,
the fun
man.
part.
Don't be afraid of it. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be nice that I don't have to sit there and constantly plot and then go, fuck, I forgot this, and go back to the beginning to start setting things up. Y'all know how that feels.
Or do like me and write the same scene twice, separated by like one small paragraph.
I haven't done that yet.
I did that. I literally wrote a scene with the character that was supposed to be focused on in said scene, interacting with another character. Then I wrote some other stuff that kind of broke away from them. I must have stopped writing that night at that point, because then I came back and was like, oh yeah, that scene. And I wrote it again, but this time they were interacting with a different character. And it wasn't until I went back and was rereading after I'd taken a couple of days of not writing that I needed to refresh my memory, that I went, oh that ain't good.
That's deja vu. I could have sworn I misread that.
I managed to somehow merge the two together, like where both of those extra characters still got used, and like kind of made it make sense, but we'll see when it gets done. All right, Jenn Amato. For the record, everybody, I am rocking the shirt.
The Jana shirt.
Yeah.
Ooh,
look at hell with the sexy. What is going on with you, man? Tell everybody where they can find you, and get this.
You can find me on Facebook, Jenn Amato author. You can find me on my website, where you can grab that cool merch, and that is going to be jennamatoauthor.net. And then I'm also on Instagram, Jenn Amato author. I'm also, oh my God, here.
Yeah, that I like. Oh my God,
here.
Dan,
I'm so excited.
I'm trying to think of all the places where you can, if you look, you can find me. Time after time.
Way to go, Cindy Lauper.
About right.
Good one.
Only Gen X get that one.
Well, hot damn, it's good that glad to have you back. I'm glad to know you're still alive.
Yes.
You're still out there. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We missed you.
It has been a rough last couple of weeks, because my new job has just been very demanding. So I haven't been nowhere during the week. And this weekend I actually caught up on some reading that I needed to do for Darren, and I had to do some editing for him. And I read all of Scott Baker's Tatiana books.
Wasn't it great?
They are freaking amazing.
Yeah, I love them.
I got done with the Sundown series from Courtney, and oh my God, I messaged her and she's like, I saw you message me, and I kind of clenched, because the ending was not exactly, it was just a very different ending. And she's like, I figured you were going to yell at me. It was a really good series. And I actually plan on I'm finishing up Angie Barton's book. I'd like to read that one when I'm outside tanning.
No,
Or my white ass, as my white ass does, actually just sunburn and peel. But I'm almost done with her book, which is actually going to be my next review on the Brew Books and Broads.
Awesome.
Cool.
Wait, is that happening now?
Is that like a show?
No, it's not a podcast yet. I've just been putting up written reviews.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
we don't want to miss that.
It's been so crazy. You put two of the busiest women together on the planet, and then try and have them do a podcast.
Yeah.
It's
rough.
That was silly. But one of these days, who knows? One of these days we might be able to get together and do a couple.
We might catch one for sure.
Well, hey, just to be a jerk, because it's kind of my thing. Y'all do realize that the whole time we've been doing this podcast, Kristen has physically been actually working the whole time. So excuses no more. Come on now.
Dan's been working. We just can't see what he's doing.
Want to.
In my defense, I have some stuff that I had promised I would get in the mail tomorrow to be sent to somebody. So I'm like, yeah.
Trying to get it done.
Yeah. But I have Plus, I
I
have
know that feeling.
homework and a quiz that's due on the 27th. So yeah.
Oh, hot damn.
Yeah, I have a test tomorrow and for, my training. I have an
Good
exam
luck.
tomorrow. So
Good luck.
Mine is
Oh
a-
crap.
and
I guess I have to point this out then. Fellas, y'all do realize both of these women are working on tests and education and stuff like that. And the four of us are pretty much not doing much anything. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't
I've
remind.
never said I was
Okay,
anything
Zach,
but a
you-
slacker.
All right. Yeah, slave driver. There you go. All right, slave driver.
That's how we roll. All right, Angel
Yeah.
Ramon, my brother. Let everybody know what's coming on with the new book and let them know where they can find it and all your other wonderful reads.
All right, so Pina Coladas and Rats, which is my new Kindle Rat series, will be out this Friday. It's on pre-order for 99 cents. And because of high demand for the book, I am working on the sequel this week. I'm going to be working on the sequel for that.
Nice.
So, yeah, but
Awesome.
so thank you for those who have supported and got the book. And it's going to be 99 cents until July the 5th, so don't miss out. And you can find me on Amazon. Just type in my name, Angel Ramon, on Amazon. So and those who are on my Patreon will be getting a paperback copy of Pina Coladas and Rats as well. So I just ordered the books yesterday, so they're gonna take a little bit to get here because they always do. They always take a little bit to get here. And you can also find me on the New James Adventures Maximus Facebook group. You can find me here. You can find me on the Written Undead, the book, the Assignment of Fear, the book, and just everywhere else you can find me. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to going back to the horror scene. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Well, dude, you've been knocking it out of the park, because obviously it's me. I get the insider access. I already know stuff before y'all know stuff. And trust me, you want to get this book. It's going to be freaking amazing.
Yep.
Now we're coming to the guy who's got something that also happens to be happening like about the 5th, somewhere around there, I think. Timed out right. Mr. Castro. Something going down that everybody needs to know about?
Yeah, so on July 5th, I'm going to be officially going live with my Kickstarter. Bad Wabbit will be launched on the Kickstarter as far as that goes. We're going to do it big, man. We're going to be doing it big. I'm going to have hoodies, shirts, stickers. I've got 3 printed models painted. They're going to be on there. I've got Toxic Pig plushies that I'm going to be doing. And other surprises are in the works as far as stretch goals. I'm supposed to be hush about one of them until it's officially official. But once it gets confirmed, I'll be sharing that with everybody, and I think everybody's going to dig it. I think Kristen and Jack know a little bit about that. But
so you can't keep your mouth shut. You just
No.
don't want to tell me and Angel.
no,
Dude,
Yeah.
you guys aren't on the
Castro.
inside.
when I need information, I just have a way. Just know I have a
They
way.
know a little bit about it. They don't know everything.
All right.
We know
Don't
enough-
say
we
about
know enough-
everything. It's okay. It's okay.
We know it. We know enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
You were
But
dangerous
yeah,
before.
so that's going to happen July 5th. July 9th, I'm going to pick up the models, so I'll have those physical in hand to show everybody. And you guys can all find me at dmwcomics.com. I have my store where you can go buy cool Bad Wabbit merch. And you can also find my social on there, which has everything that I'm doing and everywhere I'm at. It also has a link to the Kickstarter on there. So definitely go sign up for the Kickstarter. I'll drop a link directly to the Kickstarter in the chat or the comments. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. July 5th, don't miss it. We're going to be doing live. I'm going to be doing a live and having people come on and just BS about Bad Wabbit and maybe drop some spoilers and, all that cool stuff. I think Chris Philbrook said he might jump on with us. So that'd be cool. And, see what happens.
Well, let's get
Sweet.
this thing going big. When you launch this bad boy, we're gonna get everybody on board, make sure everything is shareable, because we're gonna just plaster the freaking Facebook universe and every other universe with all this so we can get it out there to everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man.
Well, guys, it's been fun hanging out with you as always. And now, granted, for the poor fans at home, y'all don't realize we actually still hang out even after the show's over because that's kind of what we do. But for you fans at home, sorry, we're going to have to get out of here because I'm sure some of us are hungry, some of us are horny, and some of us are just sick of each other. So we're going to
2 out of 3.
This thing. Damn it, he got me. I was on a roll.
You messed it up.
But
good job.
Just to let everybody know, next week we're going to begin the month of Kristen and her crazy crew with some Courtney sprinkled in. Starting next week, first guest on the show, Jason effing Myers. Kristen, you want to rattle off some of his books if you can think them off the top of your head?
He just did one that is called Cupid, and I believe it is also on Godless. And let me tell you, the cover is badass.
Sweet.
Yeah. He's got a ton of stuff, y'all. Like oh my God. That's the one that like really just sticks out to me though. He's an awesome dude. Really funny. He will definitely fit in. So
Now, should we as both a crew and an audience be slightly worried going into this with bringing you two together on the same screen at the same time?
absolutely.
Okay, good.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
I was worried there for a moment. Okay, so then the following week, because I got the whole month laid out, I'll just give y'all the full update. We're taking the 8th off. Normally, we should have taken the 1st off, but scheduling worked out better to do it this way. So we are taking off the Saturday after the 4th of July because, let's face it, we do get sick of each other and I need a break.
Yeah, we need West.
So following that, oh my God, following that will be Courtney Constantine. So we'll get to discuss all the stuff that Jen's just been raving about over here and get everybody on board for that. And as if that wasn't good enough, as I said, it's these 3 knuckleheads that we're going to be bringing together throughout the course of this month. Next up, blue check mark, Bobby Jean Murphy is going to be dropping on. Oh, and by the way, she is up here on the wall now. Just saying, Kristen. Pointing something out.
But you're getting whenever you see me on the floor. So
I know. I'm just greedy. I can't help it. I can't help myself. It just is what it is. But
books too.
But because I'm not crazy enough as it is already, the final show of the month will be Kristen, Jason, and Bobby. Oh my.
Oh boy.
This is about to get real up in this bitch. So everybody, thanks for tuning in this week. We got a lot of good stuff coming for you. We're going to keep churning them out. We're going to keep trying to be entertaining. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Yep. So for Kristen Vincent, Dungeondan Uebel, Angel, freaking Ramon, Anthony Castro, and Jenn Amato, potato, tomato, amato, who the fuck knows? All I know is she is one cool folker.
Bad.
Oh, that's
the show.
We almost made it to a full episode without the birds going up, but it's we're going double digits on right now. Off my ass. So until we see you guys next week, peace and chicken grease.